Yeah. Not so healthy. Anyhow, we are going home, only for a small period of time. I'm going to talk about that. If you have not been here before, I am Mama Bear to many. I am mom to 15 children. 12 of my children, well, I want to say 12 of my children live at home, but they really don't live at home because we're all over the place now. Our latest baby, our last baby, Azariah, was born in the end of September, and he is at Boston Children's, about 7.5 hours from where we live. And we needed to take care of some stuff at the house. My plan was not to go. I was going to have somebody else go, but I actually need to go to an appointment at the same time. So I'm just, last minute. It's not even an appointment. I need to handle some things back there. We both need to handle some things back there. So we might as well do it now before our sweet baby has surgery so that we can be there present with him. But it's kind of bittersweet because it's like the first day that both of us are not with him. And that's hard. It's really hard. It was so last minute that we're like driving and I'm like, I don't have a breast pump. My dilemmas as a mom to a baby in the NICU. Yes, that is my dilemma of the day. Let that be the worst thing that happens. Anyhow, they should make, I don't know if they do, but they should make breast pumps that like plug into your cigarette lighter. I guess it's not even considered a cigarette lighter anymore. When I was a teenager, the cigarette lighters were actually a cigarette lighter. You would push it in and it would pop out when it was hot, and then you would put your cigarette in your mouth and then you'd put the thing on the end and it would light your cigarette. That is what a cigarette lighter originally was used for. Thank goodness I don't smoke anymore. So thankful, but that's what it was for. Sorry, that sun's pretty bright behind there, huh? So anyhow, I think in this video I am just going to go over what I am doing. All this stuff, my daughter has actually piled a lot of this stuff together, but I'll just take you together. Yeah, I can talk. I'll take you throughout the house and share with you what we're going to grab in order to relocate our lives into all these different avenues. If you haven't seen, I will try to remember, Mom Brain, I will try to remember to link in the description box below the other video where I update what is happening, where people are going, why people are going in those places, and all that type of stuff down below so you know what the heck I'm doing. I don't even know what I'm doing. I just feel like some days it's like I have a plan and then things totally go different. Today was the plan was to sign for the house that we're renting for a few months, and then it was kind of like, oh yes, we should do this, we should have better planned for this, and instead we're eating pizza and M&Ms, driving home. Yeah, that's our life. It's okay, we're rolling with it. So I'll take you there when we get home. Okay, I really would like not to show this because I feel very disorganized. I feel like, didn't we just go through all these clothes together and have like piles of clothing that was for everyone and it was so neatly organized? Remember when we did that? And now I have like limited time and I can't find kids' clothes. So I am trying to pack up a whole household for say 6 months, and in an hour or two. What have I got myself into? All right, I'm looking for underwear to fit someone. Oh well, all those are going over there. Apparently we don't have a bunch. Where did all those clothes go? Okay, I am looking. That pile is stuff that I just pulled out of people's drawers. But people thought that they had long sleeve shirts and long sleeve pajamas, and I do not see any of that in their things. So I am searching. And then I also need to, aside from just taking all the clothes and bringing them to the appropriate areas, then I need to sort and make sure that all my 3 younger kids' clothes is actually going to where it needs to go, which is to the Ronald McDonald house. And then the other kids' clothes are, I found a pair of pajamas. The other kids' clothes are where they need theirs to go, which is to the other house. And this is the other house. And this is the other house. And this is the other house. All right. So, another issue that I'm having is I really can't bring play clothes, because play clothes here are like dirty for being like outside. Not dirty, but they could be stained. They could not look great. But in the city, like, you don't want to have like play clothes like that. You want to have play clothes that look presentable. So pretty much everything is like our going out clothes. So I am looking for the going out clothes. I thought stuff was hung in the closet, but then I didn't see any of that. So let's see. Basically what I'm trying to do is I'm just tossing everything that's for my older kids over there, and then focusing on my littlest ones here. I know that my older kids have enough clothes for right now that they could rotate every few days. So if I needed to, then I could do that. And they actually are going to be outside more, as far as like they can play outside and those types of things. All their stuff doesn't need to be like inside type stuff. Does that make sense? Or going for a walk type stuff. Yeah. Anyway, trying to figure this all out. Goodness. Okay, so I have that there. Did find some undies. Oh yes, and by the way, I need limited space. And then one of the vehicles is staying at the Wells house, and so is staying at that house, and then the other stuff is going to Boston. So I have to figure out all that. Oh, look at my son. He just pulled out a bunch of stuff for me. I'm going to sort through this. Okay, so I think this basket will work for going to the Wells house. Those look like extra clothes for those kids, and they can go through that stuff. And then look at this crazy room. This is actually all stuff that I need to go through. So these right here are hats and mittens. I need to go through and find everyone hats and mittens. This bag is for the Wells house as well. Let's bring this over here. I think we'll pile all that stuff in the kitchen, and then the other stuff in the other room. So these are the school books that are getting brought to, some of these actually need to go. No, these are all going to the Wells house. Yes, that is correct. And I have a couple more books that need to go. Yes, so far I have this pile on the table. These couple of things I'm bringing in to the baby. Someone blessed us with this beautiful blanket here. You guys want to see it, huh? So I've been actually using, somebody else sent a nice blanket too, and I've been using those in the room. So when I take Azariah out, then I can hold him and snuggle him, and then I'll cover both of us over with a blanket like this. I also use it for like nursing cover-ups. So that, some vitamins, I have lactation cookie bites, and then elements that I am going to bring to a hospital. This basket is going to Ronald McDonald house. So these are clothes for my younger girls, and then my older daughter in the bottom. And I have a bag of just various things in there. We already do have some stuff there. And then I need to go through all of this stuff. So jackets, I'm actually going to bring the little girls 2 jackets each, just because just because they're little. And then one for myself, and then one for, this is actually a lightweight one, which would be good for right now. And then they have their bigger, fluffier ones for later. So yeah, I'm going to bring these jackets. So what we'll do is I'll throw these into probably a trash bag, put that on top. This stuff here is kind of stuff that is going to be brought to the Ronald McDonald house. That's kind of where my focus is right at this moment. And then I have some hats here that I am going to bring. And then we'll bring this one. I'm not quite sure what size her head is this year. That might be a little too small. Anyway, now I need to find some just plain knit gloves and all that stuff, which is over here somewhere. Let's see. We also need to bring all the bedding for people. I'm trying to think. I feel like we're missing blankets here. I'll have to look to see. My daughter got those together, so I'll have to look through those. And then I have various food and stuff here. So I need the 3 cases of wipes and the 2 cases of diapers. Those are going to go to the Ronald McDonald house. And then the toilet paper and stuff, I'm going to start stacking. I'm going to start stacking this stuff neater and make sure that I have plenty of things. It's really overwhelming. It's overwhelming trying to think of what's going where. It's not just like the thought of just, we need to bring this because we're going to need this, becomes, okay, where do we need this? And do we need 1 or 2? Where should this product be? Where should these clothes be? That type of stuff is kind of really challenging. I think I'm going to take a minute and try to call the NICU and talk to them real quick, and then, because they just did shift change, and then I will sort through this stuff a little bit, and I'll be back with you guys. I am fading. Yes. So I will show you where we are at, and then maybe tomorrow morning I will show you how we're loading things up and that type of stuff. I tried to call Boston Children's to check on the baby, and they moved him, and that was really emotional because then the nurse, she was unavailable. She was with another baby. So then I'm like, oh my goodness, this is the first time that my husband and I haven't been there for more than a couple hours, and that's during the day. So this would be the first night that he has been alone without me or my husband. And he is, let's see, 5 weeks and a day today. So yeah, we've been with him every day, and it's really hard for us to be away. And so when I called and he was not in the same room, it was really kind of upsetting because it's like, oh my goodness, what happened? And of course you go into kind of panic mode, why didn't somebody call me and whatever. And I mean, in reality, they were just moving him because they needed to move people around because it made sense for their stuff. But I was just like, oh goodness, it's chilly. I don't want to turn up the heat in here because it's only a night. And yeah, we are figuring out stuff. I don't even know. My brain is not there to be able to figure this out, but I'll show you what I got so far. I'm trying to do food and stuff as well. I don't specifically have a menu planned, but I'm trying to just bring various types of things, and we have very limited space as well. So in the house that we are moving into, it is furnished, but there's no linens and that type of stuff. So we have clothes for the Wells house, jackets for the Wells house, rain jackets, and umbrellas. I think school stuff's going to go like that, and then we're just going to stack it on a seat. That will probably work. Okay, so this so far is for This is for Ronald McDonald house. We have jackets in there. We have clothes for the younger girls in there. Some personal care. We don't have too many personal cares because, as you saw, they had actually a lot of that stuff there already. We have an additional ergo carrier because if we need to, then we'd be able to have 2 people on our backs. Oh, this one is actually that's going to the hospital that has like the lactation cookies and stuff. This is all food in that there. And then this is all, let me get over here, snackies. So that is like a massive bag of snack type stuff. But that will be good for the younger kids. Then, ready to see my big mess? Look! I'm going to actually, this is all trash here. We gotta put that into the burn trash because I had a massive stack of paperwork I had to go through. Yes, gotta love paperwork. It's like I have this stash of things and it's like, oh, look, more bills, more bills, more bills. Anyway, so one interesting thing was I get this letter. So I used to be my grandmother who just passed away in July. I used to be her POA. And so I get a letter saying that we owe money for the days when she was already passed away. And then the very next letter, it's a credit card offer to my grandmother who's passed away. Yeah, makes a lot of sense, huh? And so then I got a lot of bills and approvals and bills and approvals for insurance type stuff, for Azariah. And so that'll need to get straightened out. So now I have a stack of phone calls that I need to make as well. You guys know the drill. You really do. So yeah, then I have, let's see. So then here I have, this is just sweet pea stuff. I'm bringing all her sweeteners there. I was hoping that I had gluten-free flour and we're totally out. Mostly, this is just extra supplies for sweet pea in this box. And then I have a couple Play-Dohs and then just various, yeah, flowers and stuff here. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think what else I need for this house. All I can think is mustard, and because if you guys watched that video, I went to make sloppy joes and had no mustard, but we don't have mustard here either. Mustard shortage at my house. Yes, I still have that fly strip up. It needs to come down. I'll have somebody do that. Anyway, over here, I'll show you what I have. Okay, so this pile here is going to be for, the Wells house. So this is mainly food. Most of the stuff down here is canned items. So basically what I did was I have crates of canned items, which is meat and veggies, and then I put other things on top. So I have some gluten-free pasta, I have some dates here, cocoa powder, that type of stuff. Got a bunch of, oh, I know what else. We need a case, flat of peanut butter, coconut oil, different flours, a big bag of rice. Underneath over there is actually oats, and then this top one is like supplies in order to make our laundry soap is in there. Various things in here. Let's see. Okay, various things in here. There's beans and seasonings and some tea. This is some cereal, some saltines, toilet paper, case of peanut butter for that house. You saw the other day at Aldi we bought a case for the other house, actually. Jellies, ketchup, honeys, what is that? Maple syrup, all that stuff in there. Some almond flour and some cassava flour. So cassava flour with like the coconut oil, and then water will make some good tortillas, and then the almond flour You can use that recipe right here on the back. You can also use peanut butter or almond butter in order to make that. So I think we have the ingredients for that, and a thing of coffee, trash bags, the other Instapot, some things in here. We have some squash that we're going to use up, baking powder, yeah. So that's that stuff. And then we also have these here. So that type of stuff is gonna come. So probably what we'll do tomorrow morning is load up the truck and then load up the minivan. See what I have for space, given what I already have here, because these are the necessities. And then I'll see what space I have. We also need to load up the deep freezer, but the issue is with the deep freezer is that I have no space. So what I'm gonna need to do is unload the deep freezer, load the deep freezer, and then, did I mention this before? I don't think I did. So at the house, there is, that we're renting, there literally is like, it's two, so it kind of is like, I wish I could explain it better. Maybe I can find a picture and insert it. I don't know. It's a refrigerator where you open both sides, almost like a side-by-side. So you would think that one would be a freezer and one would be like a fridge. But it's a fridge, but then underneath it has a drawer. But the drawer is just like two tiny baskets. So I'm like, I don't even know where I'd put any food in this house. So I asked if we could bring our smallest deep freezer, because that's really important to us. Like, food's really important to us. You guys know that. So, and I couldn't imagine, like, I couldn't even hold like my like food for the week, let alone like a month. So I think what I'm going to do is sort through things tomorrow morning. It is getting late now, and I really need to just, my brain is done. So I need to sort through that in the morning and probably empty out the deep freezer, put the deep freezer into the truck, and then put meals into the deep freezer. I think that's how I'm gonna work it. And then hopefully like a bunch of kids and dad could like take it off. If not, they'd have to unload it and then load it back in. I don't know how that will work, but I'm hoping. And hopefully we'll be able to bring some of those meals down, so it'll be a blessing to everyone. I don't know. I think I'm semi-organized. I think I have clothes. I still need to find a couple books. I'm sure I'll think of a list of 1,000,001 things more to add. We'll see you tomorrow. So I'm going to bring the tote of these, yeah, magnets, and then bear snores on to the Ronald McDonald house. Alrighty, so I put Jenga and then puzzle over for the Ronald McDonald house, and then I got these markers, which I believe somebody sent to us, along with these Mad Libs, which they are going to absolutely love these things, and the Civil War game. So these viewers have sent to us, and I am going to bring those for the children to do. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. And then this right here is, these are almost like paint by number, but they're on canvas that I had bought a while ago when I had them in the cabinet. I know some of my middle/older kids will enjoy doing that. Then I'm just going to show you the books that I am going to bring. Oh, I didn't even say. I'm going to bring this for each of the houses as well. Each of the places. So, Stone Fox, Washington is Burning. This is for everyone. This is Christmas Carols. Who is Norman Rockwell? This looks really good. Flight of Fugitives. I actually might give this to the other house because I think my daughter wanted to read that. Let's see. And then these are Tuttleton twin books. These are fun. We've read some of them, but not all of them. And some people have read these, but definitely not read all of them as of yet. I got them as like a used set, but really good. This is going to the other house too. My 2-year-old really likes this one. This looked like a good book as well. This would probably be a good read aloud. Then I got various books that I thought my middle kids would enjoy that have not been read yet. So Road to Avonlea, there was a couple of these. And then these are always a favorite. These are My America. And this is for the Revolutionary War. This is Jamestown Colony. Jamestown Colony. These are so fun. Stories from Grandma's Attic. I might take this one over there as well. Here is Jamestown Colony as well. This here, have not read this. This is Nellie's Diary. We'll see if anyone wants to read this. This is the card tricks. That's always fun to learn new things. Again, this is Revolutionary War. These will actually be great to read aloud for, for us. I might read aloud one to Azariah as well. I'm not sure. Sometimes he likes for me to read something, like just so he can hear my voice. And then a Bible Made Easy for Kids. And then we got some other ones for, I'm thinking like my teens. So A Time to Be Born, A Time of War, and A Time to Build. I got these at like a thrift store type thing, like a book sale. So I thought that somebody might like those. So those will all be good. I'll have the kids choose a book that they want to read out loud. My son, who is older, he has his schoolwork that he is going to be bringing as well. And then there's a lot of my daughter's schoolwork in there as well. Good morning, guys. Every room in my house is such a hot mess. I will just share with you what I'm doing. My husband went downstairs. We do not have freezer space in order to do things. I don't even know what I'm going to do, but we have to bring that freezer down. But we cannot get into the house for a couple days. I don't even know, guys. I have him emptying out that small freezer so he can put it in the back of his truck, and then we'll see. Okay, I thought I heard rain. Do I hear rain? No, it doesn't look like rain. It looks like maybe the road is wet and it's like people's tires splashing up. Yay. Haven't looked at the weather. Let's pray that there's no rain. All right, let's see what I'm doing. All right. These are supposed to be for Christmas, but I think I'm bringing these pink ones for the girls as pajamas. And then should I save those? I don't know if I got everyone one or not. I don't think I did. I'm just gonna bring them. I'll worry about Christmas later. Right now they need clothes, so I'm bringing this whole thing. Yeah, that's my plan. Bringing that whole thing. Tote and all, in case it does rain, then people can wear things tonight without being soaking wet. Yeah, I should try to put you somewhere and share with you what I'm doing. Anyhow, let's move that a little bit. Okay. This is going with me. This is like a nursing cover up. I'll bring that. This extra socks for people. These will probably go to the other house. Yeah, I need to get a bag for this stuff. This stuff is going to the Ronald McDonald house. And I am going to bring that other stuff to the other house. I don't even know. I feel like I'm leaving my whole world. Yeah, at the same time, like, I don't want to be here because my kids aren't here. No, I was right. It's raining. And I lost my shoes. I don't know where I put my shoes, guys. I suppose it really doesn't matter now, does it? Anyway, it's raining. So, had my husband and my son take everything out of the small freezer, which was right there. Put it in the back of the truck. Now, I have all this food here, and I need to try to figure out what is coming with us. So, I'll let you guys sit here for a minute. Going in this freezer. Oh, goodness. I thought there was a light in this freezer. There is not. Taking the kale out so I can get to freezer meals. I hope I can fit a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. These are... I don't know how I would fit everything. Okay. So these can go. Oh, I'm not making ice cream anytime soon. Okay. So now I have my freezer meals, and I think what I'm going to do is just have them load up whatever will fit for freezer meals into the freezer. That's my plan. I don't know how great of a plan that is, but that's the plan. So my son just brought out, like, I think there is 10 meatloafs, and then I'm gonna have him bring out all of these. I don't know if you guys can see them. All of those meals there. And then we'll try and fill it around there. So there's all these meals here, and then I'm thinking some of the chicken meals over here, and then I do have some pork chops that can come here, and then probably that pork should all fit in that freezer. I kind of wonder why I'm documenting or sharing with you guys this. It's really hard. In case you can't tell, I'm really tired. So we came back, went to the Wells house. We had an appointment with him at 12 yesterday to get keys, code, all that type of stuff. He still needs to finish up some things. Meanwhile, I have been trying to situate an insurance issue that we are having. And I have been trying to call them, and to no avail. It's just been a big, monstrous headache. So we decided that we would come all the way back up here because we're having issues with the insurance, and there's like an agent up here that I can talk to. So anyhow, I plan to go and try to see them this morning, but we needed to pack everything up first. So everything is packed, but it is raining. So we tried to shove everything. We have the back here all filled up. I have the minivan back all filled up. The minivan back is going to go. We asked if we could park at the Wells house, and yeah, maybe not. And he said yes. So we're going to be parking at the Wells house, and then we are going to bring the truck, this truck. So my husband is driving his work truck down to the Wells house, and my daughter is driving the minivan down to the Wells house. So we're driving it down there, which is about 5 hours from where we're at. After, hopefully, the appointment, I also need to buy sheets because linens do not come with the house, and there is 4 queen-size beds. No, 3 queen-size beds. Yes, 3 queen size beds. So I need to get bedding for those beds, and I have not done that yet. So I didn't want to do that until we were actually official. We've already paid for November and all that type of stuff, but until we were actually official, had keys, that type of stuff, I didn't want to get it. So, yeah. Excuse me. So it's raining here. We have all this stuff in the back. So the plan is I will drive this down to the Wells house. Everyone, they'll leave their vehicles there. So the stuff that we have is actually going to the Ronald McDonald house. But afterwards, we'll have to fit people in here. I don't know if you can see. Can you see the way back? It's kind of... Oh, yes, you can. There we go. So we have... That's the deep freezer full of food. So... I'm going to see, I don't know if we can or not. If he's around, we're going to see if we can plug the deep freezer with food into. So anyway, then we'll all get into the truck and drive to Boston and drop me off with us. So we made it back. It is like 8 o'clock at night. I was going to try to get to the hospital tonight, but I don't think that I'm going to do that. We are at Ronald McDonald House, bringing up the stuff that belongs to Ronald McDonald House. Kids are excited because I bought toys. They were watching a movie, in case you can't hear it. And gonna go through the kids' clothes, try to sort through all the stuff that we brought, sort through the food that we brought, and just put it away into the house. So I have clothes over here I'm gonna sort through, and then this stuff that I brought. I have this big bag, this stuff. I did end up buying some gluten-free flour for here. And then I bought some salad and yes, let me see. Ooh, that's a nice castle. I bought some salad, apples, and oranges. I think we decided, I haven't talked to my daughter yet. I think probably we're not going to have a vehicle here. I think we'll be okay because I don't know that I really want to drive in the city, and I don't know if my daughter wants to drive in the city. I think I'll be okay just going like on the shuttle to come here, and then if we need to, like, we can walk around here, we can go on the ferry over to the aquarium or like that side of things. I don't know that right now that I really need or want a vehicle over here because I don't think it's going to work out well at this point. So some of the kids have to go back actually for a doctor's appointment all the way back to Maine. So, and that will be like some of the older people. So yeah, I don't think that I need a vehicle anyhow. So I think that's about it. They are going tomorrow down to the Cape. Gonna drop me off at the hospital and then go down to the Cape, and then they will be bringing, we have the truck here now, so the truck will go down to the Cape. So the truck and the big van, they'll take all the stuff from the Cape, and then on the 1st they will bring that up to the Wells house. So that's the plan. I plan on jumping in the shower. I just have to find clothes. One thing about like all of this is I don't know where my stuff is. Oh my goodness. As you know, I left my breast pump yesterday because we didn't really know. Yeah, it's very kind of confusing on where my stuff is. So now I have found clothes, but I don't see any pajamas. So yeah, I'm looking for those. Anyway, hope you all have a blessed and wonderful day.